Hey guys, welcome to my channel Hammond's Hobbies. My name's Glenn and today's a big day because the F1 Chrome set for 2021 is getting released today. But people are already opening them up. They've got it early. People have been box breaking and sharing images. So what we're going to do is today we're going to have a look at what you can expect from this new set that is due to be released on the Topps website later on today. So let's get right into it. But before we get into today's video, normally this is where I would say thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking, which I'm still going to say that because I appreciate it. But there is a reason why I haven't been doing videos the last few days. One, I went away for a stag weekend, so I was away for about 4 or 5 days. And then since I've come back, I think I've come down with COVID. 5 or 6 of the guys that I went with came down with COVID. And now I've got a really chesty cough and cold. So I think I've got COVID, but don't worry. As far as I know, you can't catch it from a YouTube video. So you're safe. You're safe. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little look at the set so far. It's due to come out today, but it seemed to get delivered to resellers and stuff like that probably about 2 to 3 days ago. People started posting pictures of their cases, their boxes, and this is where what I've done is I've split my screen in half here. This is the full set that we can expect from Chrome, and these are some of the images side by side of what I've sort of snapped so far just from like Instagram and Facebook and stuff. So like these are the sort of image people were sharing a few days ago. This is cases of Chrome being cracked open, and then we have somebody else here with 5 case worth of it. Jeez. So yeah, I assume they're going to crack theirs open and try and set the market with the prices. But then we started seeing some actual decent pulls. So this is the like Ray Wave Hollow or something they call it. Looks pretty cool. It's a really cool effect. I like the black and white. I think that looks pretty cool. And then you have some of the parallels, obviously in like a refractor style, path to the podium. But let's just, before we show all these images actually, I just want to quickly go through the set. So on the right hand side of the screen you'll see here someone's already done a checklist that we can actually go through. So as you would expect, as with all the other sets that have been released so far, the first 20 cards are the drivers, so that makes complete sense. We've got Lewis, Bottas, Max Verstappen, Sergio Perez. Obviously bearing in mind a lot of these people have changed teams since the 2020 set. These are like a year behind, so just bear that in mind. It gets a little bit confusing. And then obviously you have the car cards, so obviously again another 20 but with all the drivers in their cars. And then you start going into like their I don't know what you call them, like their secondary image that, you know, like in F Chrome last year they had towards the end of the set, you had like another one of each driver with them in different poses or doing different action shots. Then we have the F2 Future Stars, so these are all the F2 guys, the drivers. Then we've got the F1 Crews. Then we've got the F1 cars. Then we've got the F2 cars. And we have Grand Prix winners, just the same as last year. And also Grand Prix Driver of the Day. F1 awards. And then we have the freshest. Exactly the same as last year. Now, the way that this has panned out, there's only 175 cards as opposed to Chrome's 200. So that means there's 25 less cards in this set this year. So I wonder where they scrimped that from. Then we move on to the inserts. Now, the inserts I thought were going to be the same as the ones from the flagship set, which came out obviously a couple of weeks ago, which has flopped a bit, I must say. When they first came out, you couldn't get them for love nor money, and now they just seem to be tumbling in price. The last time I checked, you could pick them up for about £200 to £250 a box. And obviously you have a chance of a relic card in there. But anyway, I thought this set was going to be a duplicate of that set. But no, the inserts are actually different. We have F1 Celebrations as being one collection of inserts. We have the Path to the Podium. Then we have these red line cards, which I'll show you one in a second. Then we have the 1961 like car cards that are meant to look like they're cards from obviously 70 years ago. And then we move on to what really everyone's going to chase in this set, let's be honest, the autograph card. So these autograph, obviously it's one for every driver again, one for every F2 driver, and one for the team principal. So there's quite a few autograph cards to collect there. As well as that, there's also quite a lot of parallels. So this leads me to believe, so if we go over to Cardboard Connection and have a look at the parallel checklist, they've actually increased the amount of parallels that you get in this whole set. Now, obviously, as I've learned over the last, year or so, when they actually change the amount of parallels in a set, it dramatically increases how many boxes are made, how many cards are printed, because you have to think, if they include a new color, say out of, 75, well, that means that not only is there 75 more cards, that's what your brain would tell you, but actually it's 75 for every card in the 175 set. So you have to do 175, for example, 175 times 75, and now there's an extra 13,125, and that's if they just introduced one color. This year we have got Black and White Rave Wave, which apparently is one in every 4 packs from the light box. You've got a checkered flag card, which is one per box, which I think that's a bit brutal. In the flagship set, it was one per pack. So you got 18 in a box. Now you're only getting one in a box. You have purple/green refractors, one in every 36. Then you have gold/purple, one in every 80 packs. Orange/red refractors, red/green refractors, purple refractors, purple checkered flag, green ray wave, gold refractor, gold wave refractor, gold checkered flag, gold ray wave, orange refractor, orange wave refractor, red wave refractor, red checkered flag, red wave, super refractor, and the printing plate. So you can see there that there's just so many more variations of the cards in this set. Now that means that obviously they ain't just going to create a new pack with just like one refractor in it. Obviously they include more base cards in there, because you open it up and there's 4 or 5 cards. They're going to be base cards plus obviously a refractor. So the supply, the amount printed is going to be a lot higher. So what I believe that is going to do is, obviously, one, there's going to be more boxes on the market, and I think we've seen this already. There's lots of people already sharing images of box breaks, and I've seen box breaks taking part, and some of them are filling, some of them are not. And I think we're going to see a slight downtrend in the popularity. Now, don't get me wrong, this is going to sell out on the Topps website today, soon as in 5 minutes. Not saying, disputing that. But I mean, in terms of, if you look at obviously the F1 2020 Chrome set, and it obviously went from £150 all the way up to sorry, excuse my voice is going. It went all the way up to obviously 1,700 a box. I don't think we're going to see that with this set, not for a long while, because there's just going to be so much more supply on the market. So unless people really take to it and just are cracking these cases open left, right and centre, which some people will obviously just hold on to cases as a speculative investment. So I think there's going to be a few of these about for quite a while. Saying that, the set does look really nice. Apparently the quality control is a lot better on these cards, so from what I've heard from someone who's opened up a case, so hopefully we won't have the issue with the little tag at the bottom, and we're going to see a lot more PSA 10s, which obviously if there's more PSA 10s of each card on the market, that's going to make the price of each card worth less. That means that the raw cards will be worth less, so we're going to start seeing some of these F1 cards, I think, going for quite cheap. Now, don't get me wrong, there's certain ones, and I'll get to one in a second that's already been pulled, which are going to be worth, thousands and thousands. But I'm saying the general overall sentiment of the market, I believe that because there's such huge supply, and I think the hype has died down a little, we're going to see quite a lot of these cards going fairly cheap. That's my opinion. I'd love to know what you think. Please comment down below. So this is one of the red liners, insert cards. This looks awesome. I love this. I don't know what this is in the background. Looks like a giant robot eye overlooking Lewis Hamilton. I don't know what it is. It's probably a watch or something. But yeah, they look really cool. So that'll be a really cool set to try and pull them and complete that insert set. Obviously, you've got the path to the podium, which we've already seen with this refractor type effect on this metal grille behind him. I think that looks really cool as well. So I really like the inserts. This has been pulled already. This is a gold wave refractor. These are awesome. I would love to own one of these. I'm completing a gold set from Chrome 2020, or attempting to. So yeah, I look at things like this and think, oh, would I start a gold set for this one? I don't know. And we've already seen, I don't know if you guys can see that, we've already got a redemption card for a Max Verstappen gold wave refractor parallel. So yeah, someone's obviously got to fill that out and then send it to Topps, and then they send you the card once obviously Max has finished signing them. But talking about autograph cards, big boy's already been pulled. It's not the only one, but one of them have been pulled, and that is a Fernando Alonso in orange. No, I've clicked on the wrong image here. Where's he gone? Where has he gone? Here he is. A Lewis Hamilton orange autograph card. So a 1 of 5 signed autograph cards from the new Chrome set. So obviously that is huge. That's probably the biggest hit that's been pulled I've seen so far, and I've searched a lot on Instagram and Facebook for these cards. So well done to whoever pulled that. That is going to be worth some big bucks. But yeah, this is the set. These are the cards that we can expect. This is what the Chrome, just the standard Chrome, looks like, and I think that looks really smart. I actually prefer the 2020 version where it's just Chrome over the whole card, and it looks like the driver or the car is almost not stuck on, but it looks like it's separated from the back of the card, if you like. Whereas obviously that looks like a big square image that's just been printed on top of a Chrome card. And then we have here, I assume this is a refractor because of the way the light is bouncing, it's going all rainbow colour. So I assume this is a Max Verstappen refractor. The refractors are 1 in every 3 packs on average. So you should get 6 refractors out of a whole box. So the refractors, I think, are going to come thick and fast. Obviously, I need to get straight on that and get some refractors under my belt. I'm trying to complete the 2020 refractor set now, and some of them are just almost impossible to get hold of. So that's the set, really. So in terms of release dates, what's coming up next? This is an image that I got from someone, and this is a Topps release date schedule. So we can see here that obviously today is March the 9th, and we have the F1 Chrome Wednesday listed in there. If we go further down, there's nothing else to do with Formula 1. They're all in other sets. We don't care about that. We're only into F1. If we go over to this next page, you'll see down here that we have up the top a release date or recommended release date of April to be determined for the F1 Dynasty set coming out in April. Now, I've actually got 2 cases of this on order, so fingers crossed I should be getting them. So we're going to be opening at least one of those on the channel. But we'll see how that goes when they arrive, if they don't get delayed. So yeah, that's what's going on. Obviously, there's a lot of product coming out. The only thing that I'm a little bit disappointed with is there's no mention of the Sapphire set. Now, I spoke to someone at Topps, and they said that the Sapphire edition doesn't get a street release date as such, like all the other products, because it will not be available to distributors, resellers and stuff like that. It will only be available on the website, and that is it. So there's not a specific date they have to release that by. So yeah, I don't know if Sapphire's coming out or not. Obviously last year the way that Sapphire worked is that you got no autographs, but you got the main base set, so 1 to 175 in Sapphire. I love the Sapphire set, so I'd love to see what these images look like on the Sapphire base cards. Normally you don't get the inserts with Sapphire, so that's we'll see how that comes out this year. But yeah, what do you guys think? What set? There's so much to choose from at the minute, and then obviously we've got the Turbo Attacks, which I know is obviously the cheaper, smaller set, but I'm still going to collect it. So that's another set we've got to collect, plus the sticker collection for 2022. So yeah, we've got quite a lot of selection at the minute. What are you guys going to be chasing? Now, if you're going for the flagship set, then you're probably going to be chasing the relic cards, where they've got a little bit of their race uniforms tucked into the card. Obviously, if you're going for the chrome, then pretty much anything that is a decent hit, but predominantly you're going to be going after those autograph cards. Then obviously you have the light boxes, which have those Ray Wave black and white cards. So I haven't seen any of the light boxes in the wild, so I don't know what they look like, and I don't know what they're going to cost. I would predict that the chrome boxes are going to go on the website today for about 100 and I'm going to say 160 to 180 pound a box, and those light boxes I would imagine are going to probably go for 90 to 100 quid. That's my prediction. I'd love to hear what you think down below. So yeah, we're going to see that later on today. I'll probably try and video the experience. I'm probably not going to get any, because if we look at what happened with flagship set, they only had about 500 or 600 boxes available on the website. Obviously you don't know that, and they went within the first couple of minutes, like someone just ordered all of them. So there you go. It's very, very unlikely that you're going to get some from the Topps website, which means you have to go to resellers, and some of the other resellers out there are doing them for £425 a box is the lowest I've seen so far. I haven't really seen anyone on eBay that are listing any. I actually have a case on order of chrome at £400 a box. So I've had to put mine up for 500 on eBay, because obviously by the time I pay eBay fees, I'm literally going to make 30 to 50 pound if I'm lucky per box. So it's either that or nothing. So that's the way it has to be. Until I get my own website up and running, then obviously I won't have to pay those eBay 10% fees, and then I can start offering stuff cheaper. So that's sort of like the goal that I'm aiming for at the moment. But there you go. We've got quite a few sets coming out. It's an exciting time to be collecting F1. There's so much going on. Because I've not actually managed to get hold of any flagship boxes, I went and bought a complete set off someone off eBay. And that only cost I think it was £250 for a complete flagship set. But then you had to pay import charges and taxes, so it was like another 25-30 quid on top. So I think it's like 280. Let's round it up and say 300 quid, which is quite cheap really. That's only £1 or £2 per card, including shipping and tax. So I think that's pretty cheap. But those flagship cards, I mean, the Apex Predator cards look really cool. I've just won an auction on eBay in America. I think I won it for 99 cents. Plus there was $5 delivery for, I think, 6 or 8 of those Apex Predators. So it's like 10p a card. But I think they're going to be worth at least £5 to £10 each, especially the Lewis Hamilton and the Max Verstappen. So I'm going to try and get a few of those, you know, of the Apex Predators, and also the you've got the CEO or the Blueprint cards. I haven't seen many of those about, and also the 1960 type cards, like the World of Wheels that we had for last year. They have those for the flagship set. So what I'm saying is the inserts seem to be quite rare and far between. So I'm going to try and buy as many of them as I can at the moment, because no one's chasing them. Like, no one's trying to complete a set. No one's buying them. No one's buying the boxes. I've had a complete set on my eBay page now for weeks and no one's even liked it. So yeah, that says to me that the flagship set is really tanking. Now obviously it's a good idea to buy stuff when it's tanking whilst that's happening, and then once it becomes a rare item, then it will go up dramatically in value. My personal opinion, do what you want, don't take it as financial advice. And then obviously you have the Chrome set. They're going to be really popular, so people are just going to be buying those just to crack open, and I'm really looking forward to opening a few boxes of those, hopefully for you guys. Hopefully I can give one of them away to you, depending on how the deal pans out and everything like that. So hopefully I can give one of you lucky viewers one of those Chrome boxes, one of those flagship boxes. I'm still toying with somehow, how do I go about doing the F1 Dynasty boxes, if I can give one of those away, but it's such a huge amount of money. So yeah, I'm toying with the idea, but just remember to take part in any of those. All you need to do is subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and you're notified every time I upload a video. So that's really it from me, guys. Comment down below what your thoughts are of these new sets, and I'll see you with another video, probably later on today, but it will be released for tomorrow, of me trying to buy these boxes and see if I can actually get any at recommended retail. That would be awesome. So I'll see you on the other side. Cheers guys, bye.